Good morning or good day to you. Welcome back to step 3 of how to get your ideal wardrobe from my series Fluttery Clutter-Free Secrets, Giving You Wings, Fly Madam Butterfly. So basically I'm still learning about the title, whether it's too long or if it's good that way. So any feedback is appreciated, and I wanted to share one thing with you. And wondering whether it would be step 3 or to me it's like the first step of step 3. So basically, now that we've not only established what our goals are, but also how much we value them, or whether we value them more than our attachments or hoarding onto things. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is, how can we implement these goals? How can we implement? What do we need to implement to achieve these goals? How can we achieve these goals? How can we create that wardrobe of our dreams? Because we can't really do something if we don't know what it is we're wanting to do. How can we achieve that? So things like, the first one that I mentioned in the last part actually is already the beginning of that. If we valuing our freedom or the free space that we're wanting to create, or a minimalistic overall look, whatever it is for you, valuing that more than hoarding onto things, then 2, what else could it be? Sticking to that guideline of, once you decide, I haven't really mentioned that specifically to you. I think I did that in the first video that got deleted. So, the first video for this channel that was meant for this channel. But really thinking about, really writing that out, and even this, what I'm telling you now, will probably be helpful to write that out as well. You know how many of each of the things you want to own at the end, and how much you think a person needs of each subcategory, like jumpers, t-shirts, etc. So sticking to that can be a way to implement these goals or to achieve these goals. What else? Being very honest with ourselves about what we actually wear, what actually really sparks joy and what doesn't. Being willing to let go where it's needed, which is probably gonna be for me the challenging part, the little bit harder part, and possibly in the moment not so fun feeling part. But I think then the end result, the overall look of it at the end, will make up for it. At least that's my intention, and I hope so. That is sort of the plan. And focusing on the part that feels joy, releasing those items. For example, the part that didn't feel joy with how cropped something was, or how it was a little bit uncomfortable in the shoulders, or this and that, like on the shoulders. Even if it looked so cute and the cute look sparked joy. So that part of you might feel, joy releasing those items, or feel a sense of relief. And what else could there be? I'm thinking about also at the end of it all, the placement of what I will put where, and really utilizing the space well storage wise, so that it will look its best and be accessible, etc., and reasonable and easy to find. But also I don't want to get into that storing mode where you conceal how much you actually own because it's stored so well that it looks better, and then it's still an overwhelming amount overall. So I don't want to put decluttering meaning first in literal sense, doing the decluttering first. What else? And I'm still on the lookout for more ways to implement this. Always knowing and reminding ourselves that we have enough and feeling sense of joy from how we do not need to want for anything, which is actually a really great, joyous thing. We overlook that when we are, in a shopping craze. Keeping in mind how little one actually needs and such things. So really thinking through, I'm still thinking it through myself, how it can be implemented so that I have actual steps of what I need to do, which steps to take to actually get there, so that I have a game plan and actually feel like I know what I'm doing, and so that I do know what I'm doing, and so that this goal looks achievable, because once you have the steps, you can see at the end, okay, this is my goal, this is where I want to get to, but now I have an actual way how, so now I actually can't really, it doesn't look like something unachievable, but also can't chicken out because you've broken it down and you know what's to come, you know what you need to do. So, but if we value those goals more than holding on to things, then this should be something that is doable. Although, truth be told, it is feeling daunting for me at the moment, but soon you will probably see me declutter. Either that, or it might be easier to show you the end result of the wardrobe and maybe talk you through the items that I will be releasing, and maybe talk about storage afterwards. Only because it'll be easier to hold the camera